Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another epic tale in the ancient Irish tales. This one is in the Finn cycle, and it's called The Cause of the Battle of Cnucha. In this, we get the parentage of Finn McCool, as well as the beginning of the heraldry feud between him and Golan MacMorna they're recounted in this story. The battle is supposed to have taken place toward the end of the 2nd century of the Christian era. The date of this composition is at least as early as the 11th century, and may be considerably earlier, for the short, dry succession of factual statements is a trait which distinctly resembles that of the earlier style. Again, as you heard in the introduction to this group of stories, it was, the later period when these taken place over the Ulster tales. The Ulster ones are, again, the more ancient. These ones they're still old, but definitely a lot newer than the Ulster cycle. Anyways, on with the story. When Catherine Moore, son of Thurman Figure, Ulysses, son of Cormac Gurthagrath, was in the kinship of Tara, and Conall the Hundred-Finger in Kells, and in the Ramans Islands, Cather had a celebrated druid, Cnucha, son of Acras, son of Doris, son of Broshan, son of Fitan of the 12th Dalthi in Bur. The druid was soliciting land and Leinster from Cather, for he knew that it was Leinster his inheritance would be. Cather gave him his choice of land. The land the druid chose was Almu in Leinster. She that was the wife to Cnucha was Almu, daughter of Beacon. The stronghold was built by the druid, then Alman, and Alnu Lim was robbed to its wall until it was all white, and perhaps it was from the name Almu was applied to it, of which was said, "All white is the stronghold of battle renown, as if it had received the lime of Ireland, from the Almu which he gave to his home, hence that this is Almu, is applied to Almu." Cnucha's wife Almu begged that her name might be given to the hill, and of course her request was granted, and it was in that she was to be buried. Hence, it was said, Almu, beautiful was the woman, wife of Cnucha, the great son of Ilche. She entreated the division was just that her name should be on the perfect hill. Cnucha was distinguished son, named Targ. Ranu, daughter of Don Durma, was his wife. A celebrated druid was also Tegre. Death came to Cnucha, and he left his stronghold as it was to his son. And it is Targ that the druid Cathor, in the place of his father Radu, bore a daughter to Targ. Her name was Mullin of the Fairneck. And this maiden grew up in great beauty, so that the sons of kings and mighty lords of Ireland were wont to be courting her. Homo, son of Tilmar, king warrior of Ireland, was then in the service of Conall, and he, like every other youth, was demanding the maiden. Cnucha gave him a refusal, for he knew that he was on the account of Como he would have to leave Almu. The same woman was mother to Como and Conall's son for wit, Firma-Ristad. Como, however, came and took Mur by force, since she had not been given to him. Targ went to Como and told him that Como had done, and he became to incite Como to reproach him. Colin dispatched messengers to Como and ordered him to leave Ireland, or to restore Murna to Tog. Como said he would not give her up. Everything else he would give, but not the woman. Conn sent his soldiers to Yugra, son of Lugur, Conor, king of the Ligi, and Daris the red son of Ilchur, and son of Era, who was afterwards called Gul, to attack Como. Como assembled his army against them, and the battle of Kosh was fought between them, and Como was slain along with many of his people. Como fell by Gonor, son of Mona. Lusser wounded Gonor in his eye so that he destroyed it. Hence it was that name Gonor, the one eye, attached to him, whereof was said, Ad was the name of Dera's son, until Lushut of fame wounded him, since a heavy lance wounded him, therefore he had become Gol. Gol killed Lunchut and became of his battle. Moreover, that a heraldry feud existed between the sons of Moran and Finn. Dera had two names to wit, Mona and Dara. Mona went after that to Conor and her father, Teg the Druid, and rejected her, and he would not let her come to him because she was pregnant. He ordered his people to burn her. Nevertheless, he dared not compass her destruction against the will of Conor, who, when the girl asked him how she should act, said, Go to Fiscal, son of Conor, and to Teramici, and let them delivery be effected there. This was because a sister of Como was Fish's wife, Borbud the Druidess. Colin and Colin's service went to her to escort her until she came to Filch's house, to Teramachi, and Murin was welcomed by Filch, his wife, and bore a son, whom the name Thurimin was given. Thurimin stayed at Teramichi until he was able to raid all who were his enemies. He then declared war, or, offered single combat against Targ unless the full Irek, fine, for his father had been given to him. Targ said that he would give judgment therein, which was that Erman, that it should be cited to him forever. And Targ went to leave. So it was done. Targ abandoned Amnu for to Darun, afterwards calling Finn to come to Tuath Delhi, to his own heraldry land. And he abode in Cronkrin, which is called Targ's Tosh to this day. So that hence was said this. Finn demands from Targ of the Towers for killing Comor the Great, battle without respite, without delay, or that he should obtain single combat because Targ was not able to sustain battle against the High Prince. He abandoned to him, it was for him enough, Anwood together as it stood. Finn went afterwards to Amut and abode in it, and it was at that his principal residence whilst he lived. Finn and Gulp concluded peace after that, and Eric and his father was given by the Cottermere to Finn, and they lived peacefully until a quarrel occurred between them and Totter Lynch's regarding the Slangia pig, when Balak son of Marag was slain, of which was said, Afterwards they made peace, Finn and Gol of mighty deeds, until Balak's sin was slain, regarding the pig in Taraloncha. Join me for another story